Thank you, everyone. I think that first of all, you should give all yourself a big round of applause because you stick to the end of this conversation. The reason for the Catacomb Forum for Taiwan is that this is way beyond the issue about the international gathering, but also as a statement and a message and a declaration of our intentions. From these three panels that we could find today, the first sessions about the new geopolitical security landscape in the Indo-Pacific. That means that in Taiwan, when we look at the security environment, we found out not just the last 4 years of the paradigm that no longer applies, but even the last 8 years, the security paradigm also changes. So as for Taiwan, we are looking for new compass to guide us through this very uncertain era, that we are looking for inspirations from others as well. So that's why that we have this conversation for the first sessions. As for the second session, countering the hybrid warfare and whole society defense resilience, that basically means that in Taiwan, we are very, very serious about preparing for war. So that's a war preparation panels that we'd like to draw the inspiration from our other experts, and so look for the conversations to engage and find new ideas. Because to us, although a lot of people talk about how the Ukraine model, how the Finland model, Israel model, that could be the inspirations. But when we apply to a specific environment in Taiwan, we found out that readjustment and reassessment that's needed. So that the more finer the tuning about how those were developed, that's something that needs to be desired, and that definitely that has been the foundation for the second panel. And the third session about the technology, economic, and other impacts on the diplomacy. I think that corresponds to the issue that our Foreign Minister Lin Jialong, he, under his leadership, tried to establish the strategic economic diplomacies in a sense that we try to integrate the technology, economy, as well as others into one whole diplomatic work. And for that, when we try to design that, we also found out the new economic realities, especially when the President Trump and this administration, with all the tariff negotiation and how the United States won't be able to sustain the kind of the economic underpinning for the whole world in terms of the security burden will be single-handedly handled by the United States, while the other country, they can prosper under that. And we do know that since this is no longer applicable, but how are we able to work with this new environment as well as to advance our diplomatic work in this very uncertain and a very fragile period? So that is another reason why that we try to draw the inspiration from all of you. And of course, in this process, just borrow the sentence from the Holmes Lau, my good friends. In the last session, he talks about reciprocity. And also there were questions regarding new southbound policies. I have to say that there's a deep need for the reassessment about the new southbound policy that we had in the last 8 years. The reciprocity will also be a very important part of it, which means that the Taiwan's goodwill and Taiwan's willingness to work with other countries, what we'd like to offer, cannot be taken as this is just freebies. That means that for other countries, for their sake of their engagement and for whatever reasons, whether that's under pressure or willing to have the benefit from China, at the expense of Taiwan, there will be consequences. So that is the thinking that behind those, and when we talk about reciprocity, this is going to be one of them, and with a consequence. And that also applies to the issue about invitation, as some of the audience asked a question whether the Russian or the Hong Kong Macau representative to be allowed to come to the Catacomb Forum. Our experience is that we do invite Russian in the past, But then, after the year 2022, the development, they started not showing up. And then, so as a convenience, since they are not interested in Katagalon Forum, at least that's how they showed to us, then the people decided that we still welcome them, but the initiative needs to come from Russia, not from Taiwan. As for the Hong Kong and Macau, our sense is that after the national security law, there are the natural hindrance about the really equal engagement. So that is another reason. That is not that we are not inviting them, but the environment itself sort of preventing them from the equal engagement with Taiwan. So that's I just used the opportunity to answer some of those questions, but I just hope that this Katagalon Forum and all the design, as well as what we wanted to do, the conversation can continue, and especially thankful for all of you, and also the team, the staff of the Prospect Foundations. Many of them, they are working behind the scene, whether they're sitting or just outside. Just give them a big round of applause. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Lai, for the remarks. And next, I'd like to invite Dr.陈明祺, the Deputy Minister of MOFA, to make closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Chen. Welcome.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The 2025 Katagalon Forum has come to a close. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Taiwan, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to everyone who helped make it possible. Your presence has enriched the conversation and contributed to event success. This year, the forum focused on security in the Indo-Pacific, whole of society defense against hybrid warfare and gray zone tactics, and the emerging trend in economic, technological, and industrial diplomacy. We identify common threats facing the global community and reaffirm our staunch commitment to cooperation in all aspects. Against a backdrop of growing geopolitical and economic uncertainty worldwide, freedom-loving countries must collectively safeguard it through concrete actions. Today's discussion were insightful and will help to pave the way for strengthening Indo-Pacific security, non-red supply chains, and the international framework to resist authoritarianism. Taiwan is doing its part to ensure a world rooted in freedom, security, and economic cooperation. Under President Lai Ching-te's 4 pillars of peace action plan, Taiwan is bolstering national defense, improving economic security and maintaining stable and principled cross-strait policy, and pursuing a new way of doing diplomacy by bringing in job opportunities, medical capability building, and sustainable growth to our allies and like-minded partners, a new integrated diplomacy. And through MOFA's integrated diplomacy, Taiwan is deepening alliance with like-minded countries based on common interests, leveraging technological strengths and government initiatives. Taiwan is steadily expanding its international presence and facilitating win-win outcomes with its partners. Taiwan's contribution to regional security, economic stability, and resilience are key to a peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific. I call on the global community to continue supporting Taiwan in the face of authoritarian aggression, and Taiwan pledges to help working hand in hand with the like-minded partner to safeguard our way of living, free of oppression or coercion of any kind. In closing, I'm confident that the knowledge and the insight gained through this platform will better prepare us for exchange ahead. Together, we can create a brighter future for generations to come. I wish you all the best moving forward and hope to see you at the next year's forum. Thank you.